All right, guys, let's talk about the 2011. And more importantly, I get a lot of blowback on saying that 2011s are just a fad gun, that they're not cool anymore. And while this is kind of true, they've definitely hit that kind of mainstream, use and popularity. Definitely makes them less cool per se, but I still think these things are pretty darn awesome. Incredibly light triggers, especially with aftermarket editions and all that. Really, really cool. But if this is not your style and you're looking for something a little bit different, I would recommend going and looking at something like a SIG P226. This thing, while definitely it doesn't have the same single action trigger, it's actually not that bad. And most or at least the models I would recommend going for, have the double action, single action style triggers with the decocker feature. And these guns are just so hard to go wrong with. They're definitely a different beast than something like a Glock, like this 19X with the striker fire. It's definitely a little bit different. It's somewhere in between something like a 2011 and a Glock, because you are getting just a little bit of a different beast with this thing. And like I said, they're known for their reliability. This is the official handgun of the Navy SEALs, so it is durable, accurate. It doesn't necessarily have the greatest capacity in comparison to things like the 19X or 2011s, coming in with, magazines that are stock from factory, 17 plus round magazines. So these, come factory with 15 rounders. Of course, you can get extended mags for both, but the capacity is not the greatest. It's not the worst either, but it is a full metal framed gun, no frills, just a down and dirty, what you actually need, of course, with the ability to add lights, lights, lasers on this thing, depending on what your needs are, and a surprisingly ergonomic handgun with all of its, different controls being able to easily be accessed with your thumb without having to break your shooter's grip. Really quite a serious and awesome handgun.